Alright guys, getting started here with qualifying round. I haven't, posted this one up, but we'll stream it and people can watch the replay if they choose. We messed around on one account and kind of just saw what the wins were, got an idea of what shots I want to play, so I think I'm going to try and qualify this one unless something goes really wrong. Hopefully I'll be able to get this round in. I got some contractors at my house, so I might need to step away for a couple minutes here or there in between holes if once they get back.
Great shot!
This hole, it's basically the exact same wind that played last time. I saw someone, I forget who it was last tournament, played a shot with a berserker, I feel, a power hook and got to the fairway, this fairway way up here with bouncing on the middle fairway. But I have no idea really the adjustment there, so not a shot I'm going to play. Find this just under 6 topspin.
Perfect shot.
Not overpower there. So I, on the, mess around, practice round I played the shot. I was a max distance thorn. One thing I just want to note is that light pole you may have just seen on the right side of the screen may actually be in play if you play the thorn shot like I'm going to do again. I'm not sure if, hopefully I can play the thorn shot. I think that's going to be the best option here.
Nice on.
You could play a min, what's up, Jimmy? Thanks. You can play a min Goliath as well. See this light post here? It doesn't look like it's in play. That's actually a good thing. You need a pretty significant over adjustment here.
shot.
Maybe I get lucky. Nope. Would have been close with the perfect. I think I over-adjusted still a little bit too much.
Nice on.
I like that play, though. I think you can play the same with a min Goliath. Min Goliath, I'd say plus, I would guess plus 20% on the min numbers. It seems to really impact how much the ball moves after your first bounce.
Birdie.
I think with the perfect shot there, I was maybe half a ring over adjusted regardless. I wouldn't recommend playing Masters with an extra mile 6. I think that's, for those viewing, pretty obvious. But yeah, this guy's throwing away 10 million coins and probably doesn't have the coins to throw away. I would actually give him a free chest if
Great shot.
if I didn't have chests empty here. The other thing too is I like to play this shootout because it is a T12 shootout, so that's the other factor of not giving away a free chest. Play it a little bit over one backspin. Six and a half. Play it basically exact.
Great shot.
One ring to the left. A little bit unlucky. I got a bit of a fringe glitch there on that first bounce. Just kind of shot after that first bounce, but I think I got a good idea of you know, of what is needed on that hole. This hole I actually timed out by accident when I was switching from Cataclysm to Hammerhead on the account that I did play it at 95. Now I'm going to play Cataclysm. So that's why that ended up kind of being a mess around round, because I was going to actually try to qualify it, but since I timed out on this hole with changing my adjustment from a Cataclysm to a Hammerhead, it ended up being, you know, messing around a little bit and practicing. So this hole, I'm going to probably be playing it with Kingmaker. I think you could play it with a turkey ball. You're just going to have to put a whole lot more curl on it to compensate for the lack of side spin. I'm trying to think last time. The wind last time was basically a little bit of tail, but from the opposite, you know, kind of similar
Perfect
wind,
shot.
but 45 degrees opposite direction. That's a real nice shot there.
Nice on.
I kind of figured out this hole pretty good in the last tournament that we played with this hole. I'm going to try and play it the same, but obviously I have to increase my curl here because of the wind direction.
Perfect
see how
shot.
this one plays. Ooh, that was, it seemed like the bit of
Nice
tailwind
on.
there really pushed that ball. I'll have to go back and watch that adjustment and see if I adjusted it straight, because I was nowhere close to the end of that that fairway from my aim point.
Birdie.
But it seems like the spin combo I had was pretty ideal, maybe slightly more backspin. I think the curl was about right as well for a landing position that I was
Birdie.
more aiming at, with it being a little bit more to the left. Square bushes here at the tee look really weird on this hole. So this is one of the par threes on this. I like the play. It's almost direct tailwind on the hole in the tournament. I like the play, kind of playing it on the bounce from where my opponent just aimed there.
Perfect shot.
I may do some T11 streams, so this is also, I think it's a T11 shootout, so one that I'd like to get some exposure to. I'm aiming off to the right here due to the wind. We'll try this.
Perfect shot. Nice on.
Didn't need that little curl I added to it, but still a real good shot on that shootout. It's a hard one to get close. Hole 3 is a very difficult hole, in my opinion, with this wind direction. Haven't decided how I'm going to play this hole. I actually have gear balls on this account, which might be the safest play. I don't have gear balls on any other account, though. I'm going to try that. Give people watching the stream a a different type of play than a lot of people are going to play. I'm going to play this out to the right. I've seen a lot of people playing it out to the left. It requires using, I think it's safest to use a power 4 wind 3 ball, and then it requires like using some top spin and fully overpowered shot, side spin and even curl. So I view it as kind of a dangerous shot. So that's why I'm gonna try this shot here. I don't want to go down further than this due to the trajectory, so I'm gonna put more curl on it.
Perfect shot.
You ultimately want to get it as close as you can to kind of right there. Like, that's a pretty perfect shot if you're going to play to the right. I think this is a safe shot if you have, I think some different combinations of balls would work on this right side shot. I wouldn't recommend it with anything less than a power 4. You can use one of the power 4 win 3 balls. You can use maybe a win 4 power 3. Jewel ball would be decent, or one of the power 5 wind 2 balls if you're going to play out to the right. Hey Karen, how's it going? Thanks for the good luck. It's just a lot of risk, I view, in the shot to the left, so I want to give everyone a different view of a shot that may work on this hole. Add a little bit more topspin because the going uphill plus the headwind. Oh, that's a bad shot.
Great shot.
Stop. Got lucky there. But this is kind of what I wanted to show of a different option for this shot. And I think it works all right as long as you have I guess, Cataclysm or Big Dog. I would not be playing out to the right side with Sniper like this. I'd say definitely a power 4 win 3, power 4 win 4 like the Jewel, or you may be able to get away with wind 4 power 3. It's just going to require probably a little bit more topspin or overpower. I would prefer overpower because I find sometimes doing full topspin is hard to judge how the ball is going to stop. Like up there, you might go long. Yeah, it was a close one. It was a poor shot. I think I hit like 2 bars great. Thanks for the good luck, Ryan. So just judging my shot here. I think left edge is about right there.
Perfect shot. Eagle.
So I think, I don't know if it was the Harvest ball that was a power 5 win 2, but whichever ball that was several tournaments back, and gear ball, I think it's a pretty safe play if you're going to go out to the right to use those. And like I said, shooting your drive out to the left is a risky play in my opinion, just because you have to fully overpower and get the right spin curl combo down.
Great shot.
Bit unlucky there.
Nice
opponent hit it great on a short chip. My other accounts, I don't have any gear balls. This one I got a couple because I really didn't have any power 5 balls. I was like low on berserkers at a certain point, and I'm gonna play this with Hammerhead. 95. So I was low on berserkers. Turbo balls are kind of a waste unless you're gonna do a power hook or power slice, in my opinion. So I'd got the package with some gear balls. Like, I haven't bought a whole lot on this account. I had to get some snow globes since I didn't have any. So I got the gear ball pack where I think you got 40 of them. The movie ball pack was actually the first purchase I had on this account with 40, and because I also didn't really have any overpowered balls early on, I got a couple of marbles. And turbo was turbo and then the dead ball eyeball. But nothing else, so really not a big investment in this account. Got some good drops and chests from tournament wins, like the first Masters win. I was able to max out Cataclysm with that, with like a huge drop there, and then the second Masters win I had on this, I got just over 300 apocalypses, so I was able to max out the apocalypse. So this shot, I'm going to play it 3.5, kind of trying to judge the angle here. That's 11 here, a bit of an over adjustment.
Perfect
See how
shot.
this results. Ooh, very close.
Nice on.
I like that with the hammerhead there. I just like the increased accuracy versus the Cataclysm, and then also the extra 3 yards you get versus the sniper. But given where I started the aim out there, I think it was +7. That works perfectly with the sniper too. Like, you don't have to pull into overpower for the aim. So I may switch that up to sniper. You get a little bit more ball guide, but not that that matters with this shot, because your ball guide's going to be short of the hole on that downslope, so it's not going to really show you anything that you wouldn't already see with the hammerhead shot that I had there.
Perfect shot.
Oh, unlucky. The slope there, that's always going to fall back down into the rough, though.
Birdie.
I think 5 is the par 5 that I'm going to play a power hook on that.
Great shot. Birdie.
Not a bad shot there, given he was able to basically, if he lined it up on a pin, hit great either, one ring great either side, and likely still get it in. Let's see. Looks to be almost direct side wind, maybe a slight headwind.
Perfect
Just
shot.
a touch of curl. Needed more curl. The adjustment on this hole, I find that wind right there, if you're playing it with your driver, you need 2 backspin. If you're playing it with like a Cataclysm, which I'm typically playing on T12, with tailwind, it's about 2 backspin, and the curl is always dependent on the direction of the wind, because you don't want to over curl, because if you go right of the flag, you risk falling down and very far from the flag. I think,
Perfect shot.
I don't remember exactly which wind direction. I think it's headwind, some type of headwind on the tournament hole here. So, but yeah, like the curl, obviously I needed a little bit more curl there, but I thought the ball was going to be pushed a little bit more due to that side wind. So that's why I didn't play as much curl. So this hole is why I set up this bag. So I want the Amazon here because I don't have, I don't have Nirvana 8, which is a 6-yard difference, and it's a significant topspin difference too, because there's a risk of going into the rough on this hole. Yeah, it's a tough high-o. I think, you know, by weekend round, you're going to find a lot of people dialing that shot in because how much you get to repeat it. So I think you'll find a lot of people dropping it by that point. So just trying to kind of visualize where that shot is going to hit that little kind of round part of the fairway. I think I'm going to play it right here. Hope it's enough wind to get me to the fairway. No. Stay in the fairway, stay in the fairway. That might be a shot you need the globe for a wind under like 14. You know, I was like quite a bit short there, so you may need like 14 and a half-ish or so to get that shot to go. Another option for this hole, for those that like don't have a POC, 5 through 7 want to play Masters, is trying to hit over to the right side of that fairway and stop it before the bunker. I actually played that shot once or twice the last time that this hole was in a tournament, and it's still not, you know, it's a hard shot into the green. I'm not sure why this guy's playing Masters, but it's a hard shot into the green, but it's still a shot that you can make. It's actually a really nice shot by my opponent. Unlucky it went into the rough. Yeah, like, I mean, because I hit the rough there, like, this ends up being a really difficult shot to pull off. Like, you could see here that I risk going long. I'm going to overplay this adjustment and put curl on it.
Great shot.
Wow, that was unlucky. I think I got a little bit of a fringe glitch there with landing on the fringe. But I knew I risked going long with that amount of topspin, and I wasn't really sure what other option I could have played. I mean, I suppose I could have played, I could have tried to play a bounce in front of the bunker there, and then tried to land in the rough and do a rough bump. That might have been the better play, actually. It's going to be a hard hole. I mean, I don't really like holes that they set up where you may have to pull a snow globe out if if you don't get the wind. I think that's
Great
I think that's kind of garbage to force people if they don't, per se win the wind lottery to use a ball that you have to buy. But then again, the setup on because of my lack of a ball guide, I'm gonna go for a dunk here. Get in the hole.
Perfect shot. Eagle.
Save the eagle there. Yeah, if people get in a situation like I just got in there on the second shot, I would play less topspin and either max overpower. And the thing is, if you end up landing it short, you end up hitting the rough on your second bounce. You're likely going to roll out of the rough anyway, so you're going to have a wedge. It's going to be a long wedge. Thanks, Ryan. Or playing a non-overpowered shot with more topspin, which you're going to land in the rough, but in the rough on the second bounce. But with the amount of topspin, it's going to be able to probably get you very close to the green or on the green. So this hole, I'm going to play with, no, not pressing those. Going to play with a Kingmaker. The round I was messing around on before, I ended up going really close to the rough, so I'm going to adjust my the way I play this a little bit. And this football game's, even though the reffing issues were good games yesterday, I wouldn't recommend navigator play here because you do kind of need the left spin. He's going to be doing a hook shot, so that's going to give him the ability to get the amount of push left that he needs. What's up, Mr. Freeze? Thanks for the good luck. Too much topspin there. It would have gone much farther back if, if he didn't hit the rough on his first bounce. Playing this 3. Oops. So I want my land position to be about here. I feel like I pulled it back to about +7 when I played it before, but I think I had like a over 12 wind, so I'm gonna play it right here. Oh, the gray doesn't help me. Yeah, I live outside of Charlotte. A little bit unlucky there. I got a really bad bounce off that fairway. It kind of bounced straight down. So I'm going to have to look at where that bounced. I probably was... The
Perfect
grate
shot.
there probably really impacted the shot there, so...
Eagle.
This is going to be a really hard shot to make. So that's max, a bit under max. This looks like a decent landing position.
Perfect shot. Nice on.
Did I over-adjusted that. Don't really feel like playing multiple rounds, so I mean I'm still going to qualify this one. This tournament, I think I just don't find that the qualifying rounds often end up being a differentiator and a tiebreak for some of the people that are in the top of the bracket, because you often are going to get a much better result in your opening round. So it often doesn't go down to it, but I definitely have instances where the qualifying round made the difference there. Mount Holly is northwest of Charlotte, right? I have family that lives northwest. Yeah, I live basically due south. I often work out of an office in Ballantyne or can work from home. Sometimes I have to go uptown, which can be difficult with the traffic. Enjoying my day off here with the holiday. I do have to actually do some work in a bit, though.
Great shot. Nice on.
Do I want to be 85 south towards Gastonia? Mount Holly is near Botanical Gardens, right? So I'll play this close to 2 backspin.
Perfect shot.
Where's my perfect shot last hole? So, just kind of judging that one, I'm saying 2 backspin. And need a little bit more curl. I think the adjustment was fairly close. The if you're going to play with a Win 5 ball, you need a bit more curl because you'll have less spin, and then you're obviously going to have less wind that's pushing the ball back towards the hole.
Perfect shot. Birdie.
Yeah, I'm in South Carolina. I mean, I'm in York County. I used to live in Uptown Charlotte, but decided to make my way across the border once I was done with the whole Uptown scene.
Great shot.
This guy's all over the emojis.
Nice
Good
on.
shot on the shootout there. Wasn't really watching what his adjustment was. Gonna play this. I'm not really sure how this is gonna play here because the ball guide is a bit weird. Well, we'll give it a shot regardless.
Perfect shot.
Yep, too much. So this hole, I'm not sure how I'm going to play this hole. I do have a lot of firework balls, so I think I'm going to go with that either way. I think I might go straight and give it a shot. I saw someone play a Pock 6 straight with a firework ball and ended up getting pretty close, short just in the bunker. Let's see, my wind is probably going to be about 13.5, I'm guessing. Looks like he's got firework ball, yeah, 13.7. A little bit curious how he plays this. He looks to be going straight.
Perfect shot.
I don't see any reason to go straight. So, I was hoping to get the same or better win than him.
Perfect shot.
Interested to see how this ends up. Wow, my aim must have been quite a bit off. Yeah, I needed a bit more curl, or I was aimed a bit out to the left too much. It's unfortunate because I wanted to see how that would, if I lined it up right, bounce off that second fairway
Great shot.
patch.
Nice on.
I think this is a hole people are going to figure out as well, and it's going to be a hole where you got to eagle it once at least on your weekend round. So get in the hole.
Perfect shot.
Oh, wow.
Nice on.
It was the last tournament, you had to play it with the Berserker to make it. Like, this is almost pure tailwind, so it changes that shot because you can't play it with the Berserker.
Birdie.
So, if you play that shot with the Berserker the way that we're playing it last tournament, you're going to go long in those bunkers, or you maybe even over the bunkers. The
Birdie.
in the round I was messing around with, since I had shell balls on that account, and the needle speed is crazy on those, I decided to give that a shot with a hook shot, and with full overpowered hook shot, I still was, I think, just slightly too long of that big bounce you got off that mound before the bunker. So I think you gotta, it might be a full overpowered Titan if you, if you're playing that hook shot, or maybe
Perfect
like a
shot.
snowman shell firework ball with, I mean, if you have a low wind, maybe it's a full overpower, but maybe slightly pull back from the full overpower. Hey Parth, how's it going? Thanks for the good luck. Decent round going. I mean, I missed one shot, but then I had that nice dunk there. So I think it's going to be a tournament that great shot.
Great shot.
Kingmaker X overcurled that one. Kingmaker X, I think that actually might be a decent play, or one of the other like dead ball. It just, you're gonna have to judge it by the landing position of the ball. So that's gonna really be what what is gonna be the determinant there. This shot, yeah, I'll play it with Cataclysm. Might just play this with Titan. I don't think there's a need to use a Kingmaker on it. Yeah, you just got to figure out like where it's gonna. If you're gonna play that bounce before the bunker, you got to figure out the right, power distance combo there.
Perfect shot.
Hopefully I don't pay for playing this shot. Trying to bounce the bounce before the rough. Yeah, that's perfect. It's a little bit short. I was hoping to get a bit of more rollout. It's a shot that I hear I might recommend a power 4 ball regardless. You know, given it was, qualifying round, I wasn't really, going for, I wasn't really going for it so much per se. If you get a little bit of a better rollout, you make that second shot, if you're going to do the rough bump, much easier. I may not even be able to play the rough bump from where I'm at. We'll have to see. I mean, I can play it, but it's going to be a lot of a guessing game. Because I think I'm going to be short of where I need to aim. He got a bit of better rollout than I did there. About an extra 10 yards, I think. Let's see. No, I can play the rough bump. I'd say this is the preferred play here if you're going to have a shot on an albatross. I mean, I'm guessing a little bit because I'm trying to line up my adjustment. 7. I hit it great.
Great shot.
Might have been close with the perfect shot. I missed the left of the hole.
Nice on.
I was under adjusted though, or just didn't line up the adjustment good there, because I ended up hitting the rough much further than I was aiming. But it's a difficult setup, this course, because you have hole 3. That's a really difficult hole to even pull the eagle. I think a lot of people are going to miss that eagle. You have hole 5, which is another difficult hole because you have to get enough wind to get to over that sand into that second fairway, and then if you get there, it's a difficult shot. The other thing you have an issue with is if you get into that second fairway, you can end up easily rolling into that rough, which makes it a really hard second shot too. So that's going to be a difficult par 5. This par 5 should be, an albatross opportunity playing the rough bump. Thinking about the par 4s,
Eagle.
hole 1 is an opportunity for eagle. It's a difficult shot, but still you got a shot there. The hole that I missed, that's a must eagle. You got to eagle that both 9s. Trying to think of the other par 4. It slips my mind what the other par 4 is, but maybe looking at my scorecard we'll figure that out. But yeah, I think par on this course is really, it's really going to be 26.
Eagle.
I think winning scores on the weekend round, you may not get into the 30s on this course because all the par 3s are fairly difficult. I don't feel like they're par 3s that people can, really get down and consistently ace like some of the past tournaments. So, I think it's going to be a tournament that it's going to be very close, and it's going to be about not making mistakes and getting a couple to drop here or there. I think, trying to figure out what the other par 4 is. I'll look it up quick. while we finish off this one. So
Great shot.
there's my groups to look at the play the shot quick. Play it from a pock because it's a headwind. I don't think it actually even needs full topspin. So that other par 4 is hole 1's a par 4. Got that one.
Nice on.
It's the... So hole 6 is a must eagle both rounds. Hole 8. I think hole 8's really going to be, if people figure that hole out, I think there's a good chance that people figure it out. So overall, just looking at the scorecard, the one blemish on the scorecard is hole 6 there. It's got a little bit unlucky on the bounce where it just bounced kind of straight down into the rough sand area, and then just slightly over-adjusted that wedge. But I mean, decent play. Had the nice dunk on 5. I'll go back to that for a replay quick. For those that may have missed it. No, it's this one. So, I mean, I would say 13 is a good qualifying score, even 12 with how, how much trouble there is on this course. Because it's easy to lose shots, I think, on this course, especially on 3 and 5.
Perfect shot. Eagle.
Overall, decent round. A little bit disappointed I missed the one on 6 there. But then again, I had that dunk that, was a good shot there too. So, given, I want to play some on my Olympus Rising account for T12, not really all that concerned on qualifying round scores this week. So, anyways, thanks for tuning in. I'll maybe do some T12 tonight. Just depends on how much time I have to do some work and stuff. So, a couple errands and so forth. So, thanks for tuning in. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and we'll continue putting some more content out for everyone. Have a great day. Good luck in the tournament.